The live learning classroom is a scheduled event. So you'll enroll in that class, and then when you're ready to take it, you will head on out into the classroom. Here we're going to see an example of a couple of our instructors teaching one of those live classes. We have, let's see, Raymond and Russ teaching one of our technical classes, and in the upper corner you can see your instructors, your instructor team. You will also have the ability to capture any notes that the instructor has for you. A lot of times this is where they might place some links that you can have access to for additional material. You are very capable of chatting with those presenters anytime throughout that live classroom. And of course you will see your slides and any demonstrations that they want to show you. So let's listen in to Raymond and Russ.
All right, so you know what? Somebody's raising a very good point. They're saying, well, wait a second, from what perspective, Raymond? He said, is this feasible distance or advertised distance? And the answer was, from what perspective? From router C's perspective, it's advertised distance, as most of you answered. But Russ, from router B's perspective and A's perspective, what are these to router B and router A?
Well, if you look at router B and router A, that is the feasible distance. That's the total distance to get to my destination. Then I'm going to take my feasible distance and advertise it over to C.
Cool. So there's like this really cool relationship between these values here that's happening. So now router C, what it's going to have to do is take its metric to get to B and add it to that. Its metric to get to C and add it to that to get its own feasible distance. So where is this information going to be stored? Right, we're going to form these neighbor adjacencies, and then we're going to share this routing information. So B and A both tell router C about 10110/24. And it says, I'm 1,500 away, I'm 1,000 away. And router C is like, great, thanks for that. Because it does send out acknowledgments for reliable delivery of information. And then it adds its metric to it. It keeps this information in the topology table. So the EIGRP topology table contains all the possible routes that are learned from neighbors. And I say all possible routes because according to router B and A, it might be good. But according to router C, it's garbage. So we're going to get the good, the bad, and the ugly in our EIGRP topology table. Then it's up to C to filter out and figure out what is good from router C's perspective. And in the best route, the best route for the 10110/24 network is going to be put in the routing table. So how does it figure out what is the best route? Well, it's relatively simple, folks. The one with the lower feasible distance is the one that is the best route. And we can see here, feasible distance is 2,000 versus 2,500. 2,000 is lower than 2,500. Therefore, we are going to put the path through router A in our routing table. And we can see that. It says to get to 10110/24, the metric is 2,000. We're going to use gigabit Ethernet 0/0 to get there, and it's through router A.
Along with the live classroom, you will have access to student guides, practice exams, those pre- and post-test questions, and any labs that are associated with your various classrooms. Now, you'll notice, too, that your instructor will tell you kind of what your homework is for the session, so you'll know what labs and where you should be in the material as you study.